y'all get on the internet thinking y'all just somebody to be telling just cause somebody shut your fat up. You eat too much. Just big. Ain't nobody telling you just cause you can eat 10 plates don't mean you need to eat 10 plates. Just cause you can scarf down a whole buffet don't mean you need to. Bum.
Fat people are the only community of people that are not allowed to be upset about anything. Like, it could be something non-fat related, and if a fat person say they don't like it, y'all are ready to sharpen the pitchforks. Like, and that's rich coming from a community of people that could only boycott Target for a matter of 5 business days.
I don't want to be fat. I'm sorry. I don't think it's bad to say I don't want to be fat. Like, I don't.
The thing is, that should not be controversial, because think about it objectively. All the people who talk about fat phobia existing in our culture, if you're gonna say that fat phobia exists, then you have to be okay with people not wanting to be fat, because obviously no one wants to be subject to fat phobia that exists.
Yeah.
If fat phobia is a real thing, which obviously it is, then why would you want to be a victim?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaya, and welcome back to another episode of Amaya's Unsolicited Opinions. Clock it. In today's video, I definitely will be talking about more sensitive topics. I'll be talking about fat phobia, eating. I will be talking about Cardi B. So if any of these terms, and I'm going to be talking about Samyra. So if any of these people, any of these terms trigger you, I would suggest you click off this video. But, you know, there's been a lot of discourse going on surrounding this Samyra and Cardi B situation that I will talk about later on in the video and how this is controversial. But I also will be adding in some nuance because, you know, I've noticed that a lot of people on the internet are polarized in their opinions. And the purpose of my channel is to center our opinions and to move to the next, because I'm tired of this conversation. So let's get right into the video.
Fat phobia is now a trend, and as a plus size person, I'm not even surprised. So I went down the whole Cardi B and Samyra rabbit hole, and I finally found the original video of Cardi B saying what she was saying about, you know, her plus size fans. And to me, I feel like that comment wasn't necessary. And as a longtime fan of Cardi B, I already know, like, when she says, you know, certain things, she said in like a playful voice and she doesn't really mean it. But to me, I feel like if you know for a fact that you do have, you know, plus size fans or whatever, don't say, oh, I got the merch for the fat bitch. That's not what you say. Just say, you know, I restock on my plus sizes, you know, for my plus size girlies, you know, something like that. But you don't have to say fat bitches. You have to do it for fat bitches. No. And to me, I feel like it's crazy that y'all in Samyra's comments talking about, oh, well, you know, if you go in the store and they don't have your size, then you know what you need to do. First of all, y'all acting like we can lose weight like overnight. Like, weight loss is a process. We talking about the clothes we can wear now until we're able to lose the weight. Like, we can't do this shit overnight.
How did this mess start? You may be asking. You know, it's Cardi B. There may be a 50-50 chance she sees this video. If she does, Cardi B, I don't mean to be messy like that, but girl, come on. You are a PR nightmare. As a marketing major, you see celebrities and artists get on the internet, and a lot of people are saying that, I will be talking about further in the video, a lot of people are saying that she's very human and she's real and things of like that. But when you haven't released an album in so many years and you're relying heavily upon brand sponsorships, you definitely should not go on the internet after people are buying your clothes and say, these fat B, and call your fans fat B's.
Completely sold out, especially because you fat fucks, clearly you guys are fat as fuck. No Chick-fil-A for y'all. All the 3X sold out. Yo, the 3X sold out like in 20 minutes. Now, knowing that my fans is fat, I can't even make fun of fat people no more.
Even though that may be a communal joke that you have with your fans, if your fans are your girls and you're talking like to your fans like they're your girls, it shouldn't be something messy. The internet shouldn't be policing you, but you're going to be policed, and you know this because you've been a celebrity for so long that people on the internet are going to get on that ass for saying anything about fat people. And that's exactly what happened. Now, if you're not aware of who the creator Samyra is essentially a plus size creator. She goes into different stores. She has, you know, critiqued different stores about not having plus sizes. And over the years, I've seen a lot of people say, like, she does too much and she's annoying.
Ari, let's be real. I don't like you. I'm not your bestie. In fact, I think you actually might hate me since you constantly make a mockery of size inclusivity. But you know what they say? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
extra large is crazy.
Do you have any XXLs in these?
We typically don't carry that size in the store. I know sometimes you get them.
I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I'm glad Samyra is off my timeline. I am glad she's taking a mental health break because she do way too much. It's one thing to advocate for plus size people, but it's another thing to literally harass everybody about it. We're talking about the girl who literally walks into stores and harasses the workers, asking them why this is the biggest size you carry in your store. How should they know? They just worked there. It got to a point where she was doing way too much, and I'm glad Cardi B called her out. First of all, if you can't take a joke, that's on you. Everybody gets jokes cracked on them. If you're that sensitive, sincerely, get off the internet.
Keep that in mind when we talk about this situation further on the video. Like, y'all already know how I feel about this channel. Y'all know how I feel about humanity. Y'all know how I feel about people. I don't give a fuck if somebody's fat. That's none of my business. And I'm saying it like that because it's just like, when it comes to everyday insults, babe, if I'm arguing with you or if I'm not messing with you, I'm not going to start off by calling you fat. That's not really an insult to me. You know, life happens. People have children. People struggle with weight. People go through a variety of different things. So when it comes to people's business, keep your mouth closed. Like, you can't get online and you can't read the comments and you can't watch videos and get pissed when people are constantly critiquing you about getting plastic surgery. And then months later, years later in time, happily and proudly get online and start talking about people's body and calling people fat bitches. Because one thing about me, you're not going to catch me saying nothing I don't want to be flipped around on me. Y'all are not going to catch me, you know, calling anybody fat, talking about anybody's body, because let's say I'm having a day feeling insecure, I'm on my period, I'm feeling bloated, and somebody takes a video of me in real life, or somebody goes into my TikTok and sees a video of me not looking my best and use that situation and then come at me, and now I have to sit down and shut up and can't say anything because I brought that up in insult. But anywho, essentially what happened in this situation is, like I said, Cardi B got online. She said she was joking with her fans. That's what she said about her fans. She said, you know, you fat bitches are buying my clothes. Ha ha ha. I just don't get the joke. But if that's what her fans get, if that's their vibe, I guess. But personally, if people are supporting me and buying my clothes, it's supporting me with their munions, and I made, you know, sizes go up to 3X and knew that fat people be buying my clothes, I'm not going to start calling them fat bitches on the internet.
As much as I would rather eat a stir-fried denim jacket than participate in public discourse, what's happening between Cardi B and Samyra is a perfect illustration of it's not what was said, it's who said what was said. Because I recall a few years ago when I had came online and was defending a sex worker against this like ashy man who was attacking her for no reason, being misogynistic. And I called him Big Back. He was a thin man, mind you. He was thin. Like, so I was just like using it as a lexicon because I was reading him his rights. People dragged me for 30 days and 30 minutes. They'd be like, it's fat phobic to say Big Back, even if you're not even talking to a fat person. And I agree. I'm not contesting that anymore. I was educated. I apologize. Like, I'm not bringing it up to rehash the actual topic itself. I am saying, like, the response that Cardi B is getting with everybody attacking Samyra, and then also everybody saying, like, y'all need to relax and calm down. It's not that deep. It was just a joke. It, like, really highlights that it's, like, literally who says it and not what was said.
Samyra's reputation is her getting online and coming at brands and people for not catering to plus size people. So, essentially, Samyra got online. She came at Cardi B. She said that was disrespectful. She said that, you know, it's not okay for her to be a celebrity and come online and say stuff like that.
Cardi B, I'm very surprised that I have to remind you of this, but just because someone else makes a joke doesn't mean you have to make it too. You know that, right? And also, maybe the reason why people feel so comfortable making fun of your BBL is because you do not command the respect that you so seek. Maybe if you stop using fat people at the expense of jokes, then people wouldn't do the same for your BBL. No, they shouldn't be making fun of your BBL. But also, no, you shouldn't be making fun of fat people. And neither should they. But if you are going to sit here and still say it's not that serious, and offer a cupcake in the camera to anybody who is so upset by it? Well, I'm going to offer you a few books that I recommend for you to understand why fat phobia is something so serious and something that should not be taken lightly and something that should not be joked about, especially by someone as powerful as you.
Cardi B is so unserious because I know she didn't just offer Samyra a cupcake.
Here's a cupcake. I'm not gonna apologize though, because y'all fucking sensitive and wanna cry about some dumb shit. Every day I wanna cry about some fucking dumb shit.
She also commented on Samyra's video, writing, "Girl, people make fun of my BBL every day. I was talking to my fans who was making fun of the same thing, like it's not that serious." But to Samyra, it very much is, and it's not a laughing matter, hence the Uncle Sam point. Now that bit did piss Cardi B off, who insists that it's all just a joke and that Samyra is doing too much, and once again says that she is not apologizing.
My fans didn't feel offended. My fans were actually making the jokes with me about themselves. Whatever the fuck you got going on with yourself, how you feel about yourself, girl, don't put that on me.
And as like stepping in Cardi B's shoes, I will understand why Cardi B gets pissed off with people constantly saying this to her, like as a celebrity this and somebody with such a huge impact on the world this, because I'm now starting to get that in my comment section just from having 10K, when having nuanced conversations when people don't agree with my opinions. And at times it's just like, babe, it's not my job to control how somebody feels about a situation, but at the same time, I'm not coming on my channel and, just coming at people like that. There has needed some light to be shed upon the fact that people are fat phobic and do treat people a certain type of way because of how they look. Just saying, and with that being said, it's caused people who are fat phobic and people who know they're fat phobic to come online and say the situation isn't that serious. And even though this may look like an unserious situation, and it really got blown up way larger with Samyra responding, at the same time, why should we normalize getting online or having somebody purchase clothing from you and support you and then insult them? Feel comfortable getting on the internet acting a fool, like, babe, come on now, we need to be in the studio. Unfortunately, we need to be in the studio. We don't need summer is gone, babe. Summer is gone. We know Cardi B for her music during the summer. At this point, summer is gone, and we're still sitting up and there's still album, but we got clothes coming out and people being called a fat bitch. Weird. But we in the comments, we in Twitter and comments responding to Nicki Minaj and all these other dramas and posting our baby father drama on the net, but we ain't got no music in how many years? Okay, to conclude this video, why does this matter? I'm so tired of people trying to pretend like that something that may have, even if she didn't have the intentions of it being like that, it still is wrong to call anybody a fat bitch. I don't care in what context you say that. If somebody called me that, I'd be pissed off. Even if I was 1,000 pounds, I would still feel a type of way. Like people, fat phobia should never be okay. That was fat phobia in that moment, low key, even though it didn't seem like it. And the situation with Samyra, her mother getting on the internet and all that, and her having to take a step away, obviously that's not okay. None of the situation is okay, and I do feel like her mother coming online really did, add more nuance to the conversation and really humanize her. Like, this woman is a human being. You shouldn't just be insulting her in her comment section because Cardi B says she didn't care, because at the end of the day, she has a family, she has a mother like everybody else. And then on top of that, I'm just starting to notice like a lot of people be in the comment section yipping and yapping, like I said in my last video, just to be me, knowing doggone well in real life you may be the fat bitch. Not gonna lie, you may be. Just saying. But yeah, that was it for this video. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, add in your opinions in the comment section, because this is a really strange conversation. Like, you really cannot pretend. We really can't just sit up and be fake and act like calling your fans this on the internet is okay, and calling anybody this in real life is okay for you, not only just for your image, But what type of morals and values do you have? You know what I'm saying? But that was it for this video. Follow my other channel and have a beautiful day.